What's up everybody and welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while that I haven't posted any videos for the past 3 years. But today, since this is a comeback video, I want to be extra special. Because today is a new bike day. Then, see that behind me? So this is my new Pinarello Dogma F 2026 in Luxor Blue Shiny. So when I first saw this bike late last year when Pinarello released it, I fell in love immediately because as you can see on the bike, it's basically like the same as my Shift Tri, which is kind of a purplish, but now instead of green, we're blue. Let me show you all the upgrades and, well, basically the setup of my new bike. The frame set size is 51.5, which is almost identical to my SL7, which is I'm on size 52. And then on top of that, it comes with the latest, most Talon ultra fast integrated handlebars. Now moving on to the other parts of the bike, it's still rocking the ZIP 454 NSW with a GP5000 STR 28mm. So for the group set, I'm still using a Shimano Dura Ace Di2 12-speed with an 1130 cassette with some components upgraded to it. One is the rotors, which I use carbon tie X-Rotor Carbon 3, if I say it correctly. Anyway, and the biggest upgrade that I have on this bike is, as you can see in the front, it's pretty much obvious, right? It's quite a beauty, is the crankset. So I use the SRM PM9 power meters, which is, by the way, the gold standard of power meters, with the THM carbon cranks on a 165mm, plus the carbon tie super light carbon chainrings, and then a speed plate titanium nano pedals and a KMC DLC chain. Come on! Hey doggy! Hello! So cute! Now, moving on to my bike's balls. When I say balls, is bearings. Okay. So I equipped the headset with the Ceramic Speed SLT bearings, which is known to be a maintenance-free bearing, so I don't have to worry about it. For the bottom bracket, I use the Ceramic Speed Alpha ITA bottom bracket for this bike. And of course, lastly, the very nice OSPW, which is also a Ceramic Speed Alpha on a limited edition colorway, which is an oil slick, by the way, colorway. It matches my motif of the bike, as you can see. So for you weight weenies out there, I changed some titanium bolts from the existing, standard bolts that I have, mostly on the calipers. These are titanium bolts coming from TI parts, which is also an oil slick colorway to match my bike. I also changed the rear derailleur hanger and the bolts from Frames and Gears, which is also a oil slick colorway, as you can see. And then my bar plugs, it's also titanium. And as you can see, the color is still matching the bike. Yeah, I just love to match any components with the bike. And also, I changed the standard true axle to a titanium from 6-wheel and the front brake adapters. And then last one is the bottle cage. So I used the Aptitude Lagero titanium bottle cage. Yes. So this is a limited edition which they made only 199 units, and mine is the number 5. So I guess it belongs to the top 5. Lastly, the bar tape. So I'm using the Silca Cochino 2.5, which is, this will be my first time to use a Silca because I've heard some good reviews about it. And then for my saddle, I'm using the Physique Argo adaptive saddle, which is 3D printed Previously, I'm using the mirror for Specialized, but since this is a Pinarello and Italian, of course, you have to use Italian brand, which is, I don't know, it's just my thing. And what else? Oh, okay, my computer mount is also from Frames and Gears. I think that's all it for my bike. I think the next question is, what does it weigh? Let's try to weigh the bike. Come on! Okay, I brought my weighing scale with me. Right, let's weigh in the bike. What? Like that? Okay, I'm not sure. I don't know what. I cannot see the weight. Let's see. Let's move closer. Well, it's 6.86, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So I guess I hit my sub 7 kg bike. So there you have it. It's my new bike, and it's so gorgeous. I'm already in love with it. What's next now is to ride and test the bike. But before we do that, we need to make sure that my bike fit is same with SL7 or better than SL7. So prior to this video, I actually went to my bike fitter Tim from Lou Bike Fit Labs. I'm not sure it's Lou or Louis, but anyway, so I've been working with Tim since 2015, and he's my bike fitter here in Singapore. So I went there, get the proper configuration, and made the final adjustments specifically on the spacers. So previously it has 4 spacers, like I think 4 cm spacer, but now I'm just using 2. So this will be my final fit, and yep, I think we're ready to go to ride this bike. Alright, let's go and ride the bike. Alright, it's a maiden ride today. So I'm gonna meet the folks today for the maiden ride of my new bike. Yeah, so let's go. Okay, so since this is also a comeback vlog, maybe I'll just give you an update on where I've been for the past almost 3 years of not vlogging. Since my last vlog during my Nice French World Championship experience, I decided to try and qualify for the 70.3 World Champs, which is in Taupo, New Zealand, the next year, which is 2024. So then I registered Puerto Princesa and just started training again, using my full Ironman fitness. So there I went to Puerto Princesa, tried to qualify, and the result was good. I got a personal best on my 70.3 that day. Unfortunately, I didn't qualify because out of the 6 slots that I have for my age group, I was the 7th. So just one more to get a slot, but too bad, I didn't make it. So I decided to take another shot and try to qualify again. So I registered for Desaru around April 2024, and yeah, that was my last chance to qualify. So then 2024 came, and early on that year we had a very great news in our family because my wife is expecting. She's pregnant, and due was like on September. So because of that, my focus was kind of a split, because I have to assist my wife in her pregnancy while training. And then Desaru came, went that race, and then I got the last spot, my age group, so I qualified for the World Champs. After that, because my wife is pregnant, I didn't train until the baby came out. Then coming back to training,
come October, terrible news happened. I got injured. Right, so yes, I got injured. So I hurt my Achilles, right Achilles, and I'm not able to run. So basically my training is really only on bike because I'm not able to run and can't swim that much because it will flare up my Achilles. So because of that, since all airfares, accommodations are already booked and my families are ready to go to New Zealand to explore, I decided, okay, let's not gonna race, have some expectation, and just finish the race and enjoy the scenery and the view in New Zealand. So it's basically just a purely vacation for us. So that's my 2024. Able to qualify and experience World Champs in Taupo, New Zealand, at the same time experience New Zealand. So last year, 2025, is pretty much all recovery. So although on the first half of the year I was able to race T100 here in Singapore, but of course I was racing, navigating my injury, and since I also didn't have a choice but to race it because I already registered a year ago. And now, 2026, happy to say that I'm back and my injury already healed. So that's basically it. Right, let's continue the group ride. Okay, I'm here now and I'm late. Alright guys. Made it right, let's go!
Let's go!
Bike porn ride. Woo! Damn, this bike's so awesome! Grabe! I don't know, maybe it's just a new bike effect, but so far, I'm loving it. Ganda! Ang layo sa SLS7. Oh!
Right, maiden ride done and dusted, and well, all I can say is that this bike is pretty damn fast and gorgeous, man. It's gorgeous. Just look at the bike, man. Woo. Damn. Well, okay, first impression for my first ride. It's stiff, fast, and responsive, and also comfortable. And in terms of the cockpit, the handlebar, it's pretty much air compared to the SL7. I feel like, I'm a bit tucked in, and it's good. It's good for me because I'm used to riding a tri-bike, and my position is usually always tucked in, so I can push my power quite easily on this one. So, alright. So this is the end of the video, and until next time, see you in the next one. Ciao.